So let's give it a try. The Boeing FA-18EF Super Hornet, and we need to land on Marine Corps Air Station, also known as MCAS Miramar, which is 10 miles north of downtown San Diego. It's one of the airports which has been recently added to Flight Simulator. Actually, it has been added as part of sim update number 7. So let's see what we need to do. So we need to fly 220 knots, then make a turn to the left, 200 knots, 140, and then we need to land on runway 06 Lima. And the AMSL is 477 feet. So let's see what we can do. Looking at the top scores, it looks like pretty challenging because I would say the scores are pretty low compared to the normal scores which you see when I would say when an update has been released. I need to check if I set my VIA settings not too high because I played with them too much. And looking at this, I think I set them too high, or it might be the DirectX 12. But let's see. So here we're going. So this is the Hornet, as you can see. So the aircraft, the airport's over there. So we need to keep speed below 200, so we need to decrease. The aircraft itself looks really cool. We're gonna do a special review of this aircraft, I would say later today, maybe tomorrow. Yeah, played, set the video a little bit too high, I think. So there's the airport. Yeah, so we're going far too... The altitude is far too high. So did I set the brakes? Or did I set the gears? Not yet, as you can see. So this will definitely not be a good score, because we're flying far too high. So we should have dropped altitude massively, and then probably should have tried it again. Or should have tried it. But as you can see, we're flying with a crazy speed. We're almost going 100... yeah, 100 something. Too fast, because it's at 140 and we're going 240. Challenge. But let's see if we can make it. I don't think we can because we're flying far too steep.
Pull up.
Yeah, we're doing.
Pull up.
Yeah, let's make sure, let's crash it because... Whoa. Bump. And that's due to the high speed, right? So... Oh, this is a nightmare. Yeah, I'm not gonna even try it. I'm gonna simply restart it. So gonna home restart, because this was definitely not a good try. So let's see, based on these learnings, if we can improve it. So we need to decrease altitude much faster. We need to, I would say, ensure that the aircraft, I would say, decreases speed massively. You can see that the aircraft itself looks really nice, right? So you have all kind of cool things here. You also have the settings here, the throttle. There are some inoperative settings. Speed brakes. Maybe we can use the speed brakes to decrease speed. Might be a good idea. Not sure how to use them, to be honest. Whoa. Because if you could use the speed brakes, then you will need to figure out how that works. But that will... Whoa. In the meantime, I should have paid attention. So now we need to figure out where the airport is. Oh, there it is. Well, the good thing is that due to this, we have a low speed. The other thing is that we also have a low altitude. Need to watch that we're not going too slow, of course. You can see the poppy lights on the left side. So according to the poppy lights, we're flying too high, right? So we're roughly 1,000 feet. It's better than the first time. I would say the way we decreased altitude was not that good because I was paying far too much attention to the let's say to the speed brake. Whoa. Crashed. Okay. This one is challenging, and now it clarifies completely why other people also have some issues with it, right? So I think the speed was okay, but we made the turn, and you need to be, let's say, straight on to the runway, and then you can do the things more nicely. So we're gonna simply decrease the altitude. And also make sure that we're decreasing speed. So we're gonna set the throttles to idle, because I need to figure out how the speed brake works. Because we're using the speed brake, we could have, let's say, decreased speed even further. It could be that we need to increase speed again once we're, I'd say, close to the airport. Because you see that we're now going, let's say, a little bit too slow. And I really need to adjust my settings. My graphical settings. Now I also know why I crashed, because I didn't put down the gears. So let me do that first now. There's the airport. So that also explains the bumpy landing we had, say, just a few minutes ago. We need to keep an eye on the speed. As you can see, we're going a little bit too slow. Be very careful with the trolling part, because it's, I would say, as you can see, if we're pushing the throttle pretty slow, then it will still go, I would say, it will increase pretty fast. So we're gonna decrease altitude a little bit further. So there's the runway. Increase the speed a bit. Not too much. Need to go a little bit more to the left side. So I at least successfully landed, but it was, I would say, a little bit too early. So we should have, I would say, decreased speed a little bit later. So probably we will not get a very good score here, but let's see. And else we give it, of course, another try. 215. Fingers crossed. Yeah, you can see that we were, I would say, landing position was not good. Landing smoothness also not. So let's see what the leader shot. So there were already people having higher scores. Okay, so let's restart it for once more and then give it another try. So you can see that the aircraft is really nice, it has a lot of options, so we're gonna probably do a specific review about this aircraft in a later video to make sure that we're covering all the pieces, because it looks like that there are some pieces which really require some more explanation. So again, we're going to decrease speed. There's the airport. It's a little bit. To increase speed a bit. Gonna turn, not too fast, because else we will end up with a challenge where we need to make the turn a little bit later, but also let's decrease the speed again. $180. We're far too high right now, so we need to decrease speed, or need to decrease altitude massively, which will of course also result in an increase of the speed. Now we need to try not to slow down too much, like we just did, because else you will not land in the blue marking, which is say resulting in a maximum score, or let's say a good score. So there we go. I would say the position was better, but we're still not aligned, and I would say the landing smoothness was also not that good. But wondering what they will give us for score. And else, of course, I need to practice far more than this. So here we're standing still. Well, not too bad. It's a better score than we had initially. But I do think that there's more work to do here. So I challenge you to do this landing challenge and let me know what kind of score you were able to, I would say, succeed. You can see that I'm on the C, which is, I would say, not that good. We improved a lot, but there's still, I would say, a lot to improve. As you can see, for A, you need to have a lot of more points compared to what I had. Here ends this video. Hope you liked it. If you liked it, then consider to use the like button. If you got questions or comments, then feel free to post them in the comment box below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.